All right, what's up, y'all? I thought I'd bring you guys a Bidao update, REN and RSR. I think a few interesting things are happening that I'd like to kind of discuss with you guys. And at the end, I want to take the opportunity to talk about GSX, gold-backed cryptocurrency. So stick around to the end if you want to hear about gold-backed cryptocurrency. And please, I'd like to ask if you could like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. So guys, in regards to Bidao, so we're dumping, as we can clearly see. This is the ICO price of 1 USD penny right here. We're currently testing this line as support. I think we're going to fall through because the price action is so bearish. I think our next likely major support is here at the 6.6, which would be like a 44% drop from the ICO price. But I think that is the most likely scenario at this point. Now, with all this bearish price action in mind, and with likely continued bearish price action in the near future, I am still holding Bidao because I think eventually in the long term, if we are indeed to get a new altcoin bull run, if Bidao releases their mainnet, and if eventually we do indeed have token burn, I think in the long term, Bidao has a good chance of not only reaching its all-time highs and surpassing far above. Now, in the near term, I think Bidao is very likely to continue to trend downward. We're nearing an apex here in the near term, but I think we're going to break down just again because the price action is so bearish and there are no major catalysts, that are coming aside from SOCs. So I guess that SOC announcement wasn't enough to pump the price, guys. I swear, when the this is so funny, this SOC announcement, because this happened like when the price was just about dumping below the ICO. And I swear to God, I feel like they're trolling us at this point. Like everyone's panicking. Everyone's like, oh no. And we're losing money, and then this is the update we get. I mean, Jesus, these guys are so out of touch. I mean, we did get an update of substance later on, which is good to see. But God, my hope is that the Bidao team just is terrible at communicating. They're not terrible at creating a cryptocurrency, which I don't, is yet to see. Like I said, I think eventually, even though I think we're going to go down here in the near term, if we get an altcoin bull run, if we get a mainnet launch that's successful and just works, if we eventually get a token burn, I think those are all major catalysts that could spell a major trend reversal and potential recovery for Bidao. So those are my thoughts for Bidao. At the moment, I'm still holding for the long term. Not financial advice. You guys do whatever is best for you. So moving on to REN. REN is testing this macro wedge here, this red line as resistance. We're right up against it. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. It looks like we're getting rejected for the moment, but we keep poking above and we're still making lower highs. So we'll see if REN could actually maintain above this red line. I believe it's going to continue to break out explosively. Like, guys, look at how macro this wedge is, and we're right up against this red line. So if we can indeed hold above this red line, I mean, who knows? We're getting decreasing volume, large wick to the upside. This daily still has a few hours to close out, but if we close like this, I'd say this is very, very bearish. We're likely to retest this red line and perhaps this green line. This may not be REN's time to break out, but we're definitely testing a breakout right now. So I'm keeping a very close eye on REN. It's getting rejected off this red line right now. But again, we have to see how this plays out. This could be just coiling up before the last attempt to break out, or we may be seeing a rejection. If we continue to get rejected, we're very likely to fall to this red line. And if we cannot hold this red line, we're very likely to fall to this green line. I think let's see how, I think we may see a substantial drop with REN if we cannot maintain above this red line. Yeah, I would expect like a 6-ish, 7% drop in the near term if we can't get above that red line, and perhaps a 20% drop if we cannot hold this red line here. So that's what I'm kind of looking out for in regards to REN in the near term. I'm very bullish on REN long term. I think it's a very interesting idea. REN, being able to connect Ethereum and Polkadot. I think REN could actually be very big. I don't see a lot of hype behind it like Chainlink or XRP or some of these other coins. I feel like REN, although I'm sure, of course, many people know about it, but I just don't feel like it has a lot of hype, and it's a very cool idea. So I think in the long term, REN could actually perform very well. But in the near term, if we can't, like I said, guys, to summarize, we're currently testing this macro wedge. If we break above this, if we can hold above this red line for a sustained period, we're likely to continue to break out explosively. If we continue to get rejected on this red line, I think we're very likely to eventually touch this red line here, and if we cannot hold this, we're very likely to touch this green line here. So that's what I see for REN. Now moving on to RSR. RSR is actually an interesting one. I've heard good things about it. I don't know too much about it, to be honest, but this chart looks very interesting because in my opinion, I think RSR is very clearly forming an Elliott wave here in the near term. One wave, two wave, three wave being the largest, and then I think we're working on a fifth wave. So the price action is very bullish, although not really for the moment, but this kind of makes sense, though we've been pumping crazy hard. Now, this may or may not continue to go up. If we do indeed go up, I think we're likely to go to like the 22 and then have some kind of ABC correction, because I think this does look like an Elliott wave to me. So I think the most likely scenario with RSR in the near term is we're either going to start an ABC correction wave either right now, or we still have a little bit more juice, and then we're going to go up a little bit more and then form some kind of ABC correction, and then perhaps later on after that go for another leg up, because to me it's just very clearly looks like an Elliott wave. Yeah, see, like the 1 hour is very bullish. I'm sure the 4 hour is bullish. Yeah, so these larger time frames are bullish. Now on the shorter time frames, we really see the bearishness. See, like this MACD, how it's almost crossing over. Histogram sticking down almost in the red. I think we're gonna have bearish divergence here soon. So we may indeed either be beginning our ABC correction now, or just testing one of these EMAs down here and then go for another leg up. Either way, I think we're bound to have some kind of correction soon with RSR, and then after that, some kind of ABC correction is over with. I think this would be primed for another leg up, especially if the whole of the market is continuously being bullish. Another thing to consider, guys, before I leave these three coins and talk about GSX, is once Bitcoin decides to either pull back, consolidate, it's gonna, and Bitcoin dominance goes down, it's gonna relieve a lot of pressure off the altcoin markets, and the altcoins are going to really start to take off. So that's something very important to keep our eye out for, is the Bitcoin dominance going down, Bitcoin having some kind of consolidation or pullback, and that's going to allow altcoins to take off, such as RSR, REN, and maybe Bidao. We'll see. Now, guys, time to talk about GSX. So GSX is this brand new cryptocurrency, hasn't even been released to the exchanges yet. Basically, the gist of this thing is GSX is made by Apollo Fintech. Apollo Fintech runs these gold mines. They claim half of the profits. There we go. See, half of all the profits from these gold mines will go to actually backing the cryptocurrency itself. So this is their timeline. They claim that 3 years after release, they'll have enough assets backing the coin to have an asset valuation of $1 per coin. They're currently offering the coin for 10 cents a coin. Now, just be aware that the trading price may be more or less than the assets backing the coin, and this is just a projection. It could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less, so just something to consider. They're currently offering yearly dividends. They're offering 10 billion coins to be sold. 50% of those that aren't sold will be burned, so hey, we're gonna have a token burn. And in case of solvency or bankruptcy with Apollo Fintech, they claim that the value of the land and the minerals produced will go back to coin holders, so that's something interesting to consider. They're currently offering a 34% sign-up bonus, and they're working on a Binance listing, that was the thing that made me pull the trigger on this. And so if you like the idea of GSX, gold backed cryptocurrency, and you want to participate, I invite you to check down the link down in the description below where it says 5% sign up bonus. If you sign up using that link, you get a 5% sign up bonus, and I get a commission based off that. So this is almost like a sponsorship. Now, before you guys FOMO in, I want to encourage you to please do your own research. I'm going to leave a link down in the description also to their white paper, their website. So you can check those out, do your own research, and please practice risk management. Don't invest in anything you're not willing to lose. Practice portfolio diversification and understand your own risk tolerances. I'm not very risk averse, so I decided to invest in something new. Whenever you're investing into something new, there's always some degree of additional risk, right? So guys, please do your own research. If you do your own research and like this idea, like I said, the 5% sign up bonus down in the description below. And yeah, also, if you guys want to use an easy to use exchange where you can buy cryptocurrency directly from a debit or credit card, a very streamlined platform, I invite you to check out crypto.com. Down in the description, there's a link where you can sign up for crypto.com. I always recommend crypto.com for either new people or people that want to use an exchange that's very streamlined and easy to buy and sell crypto. Again, I always recommend crypto.com. And so if you sign up down with the link in the bottom and you buy a certain amount of CRO, which is crypto.com's exchange, crypto.com's exchange's coin, you get a $25 bonus, and so do I. But that is not necessary. You don't have to buy CRO using the link down in the description. You can just sign up with crypto.com and do as you please, but there's just that option out there as well. And also, if you like what I do here on the channel and you want to support me, one great way of doing so is donating cryptocurrency directly to myself. Down in the description, there's a bunch of addresses. So if you like what I do and you want to support what we do here on the channel, that's, there's that option. Please only do so if you're well off and you can spare it. The most important thing is that we get our own bags for this next bull run. But again, there's just that option out there. So for all of you sticking around this long, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. And I appreciate all of you. Take care.